Hello again, and welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum. I react to music. So happy that you are choosing to spend some of your precious time here with me, listening to music. It's Opeth Day. That's not a day of the week or a day of the month. It's just a day that happens at random, and it happens to be today. So we are going to get back into Opeth. I know it's been a minute. All you Opeth fans, I really appreciate you, but I do have to take breaks and get into other things. So here we go. We're going to do another live Opeth song. It's definitely been a while since I've done one of those. We're doing The Night and the Silent Water. We're going to do the live at the Roundhouse tapes performance, which is from 2007. But the album is called Morning Rise, and that's actually from 1996. So I believe that means it is the oldest Opeth that I'm hearing. I think Still Life was later than that. I didn't double check before I hit record. Forgive me, but I think this is the oldest Opeth, so it's quite a ways back, musically speaking. And this is a donation request from Valhh, who is a returning donor requester. Yeah, so Valhh, thanks very much. I really appreciate you. If you, the viewer, would like to make a donation request, we've got two ways to do that. They're right here. Check them out. But let's not dilly-dally any longer. Let's get right into the music. I'm excited. This is a beautiful 480p video, and I need to move over. You can tell I did not think this through. All right. Yeah, tell me if this is awkward having the video on the right side or whatever, but I'm going to try this. I like this setup. I'm going to keep doing it until somebody tells me not to. Okay, here we go. The Night in the Silent Water, Roundhouse tapes performance from 2007, Opeth. Let's go.
Please enjoy this one. It's a doomy song called The Night in the Silent Water.
Okay, I dig it. This is a good, solid opening for an Opeth song. Oh no, I paused it. Oh, no. I paused at the worst possible time. I'll back it up. I just heard someone say, "I love you." And I wanted to laugh and say that. So here we go. Let's do that again. Beautiful, beautiful tones from the guitars as always. It's over in the right-hand side. I do like his growling like more when it's live. Okay, just a quick kind of first impressions kind of thing. Opeth are masters, I feel confident saying at this point, of this kind of dichotomy between extremely heavy and extremely gentle. and like a sorrowful, mournful gentleness, like a pullback and a regret kind of a thing. And here, I mean, that's on full display, as it often is. The guitar texture, what I find is interesting is it's not like distinct segments of the song necessarily this time, although we're very early. This is a 10-minute song. But so far, it's the guitar is backing off and doing that kind of gentle, emotive bit, and then you have, is it Mikhail, that is the vocalist, that is doing this more aggressive stuff, right? And so, reading the lyrics, so far, I don't think I have too much to comment on. It's just this kind of lingering, sorrowful kind of stuff. I mean, again, it's kind of more or less standard fare, although I understand this is very early Opeth, so what became standard fare as Opeth evolved over time. But let's just keep listening. Enjoying this very much. Good wall of sound. Kind of drop in the drums, which is really cool. It's a little hard to hear, honestly. Maybe I should just turn the volume up or something, but the drums, okay, I've said this in at least one video before, but the drums are doing this quite quick, like kind of a thing. At least the best I can hear. I'd probably have to back it up to get the timing correct, but that snare, without a whole lot of other stuff going on, just that really crisp, clean snare sound, just penetrating the relative silence, it's just so good. Like, there's something about a snare drum. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. It's wonderful. I love it. It sounds great. And I also really like this slow, kind of thoughtful instrumentation from the rest of the band, the vocals and all that, with a faster drum part. That's a favorite thing of mine, is, again, dichotomy, this kind of union of opposites, this fast, intense, somewhat difficult, depending on who you ask, the drum part, versus a more relaxed, or perhaps not relaxed, perhaps strained, but softer, more thoughtful, other instruments. I don't know where the song's going to go, of course, but it's really cool, man. It's just really cool. So let's back it up. I'm going to try to turn up my system volume just a little bit here and see if I can't catch that drum part a little bit better. Let's go. Mixing is actually really cool for a For a live performance, this guitar solo is way over on the left. It's very beautiful, as always. It's very restrained, you know, there's nothing crazy about the solo, but it's very, very beautiful. I don't even know, maybe you don't even call this a solo per se. And pulling all the color out of the footage, it's kind of an interesting thing. You know, there's nothing like too crazy going on in this song. You've got the killer vocals, you've got the kind of growling stuff going on. There's a lot of intensity there. I'm not saying the song is easy, but I am saying it's not too over the top. You know, this is a relatively restrained thing in the overall Opeth catalog, at least from what I've heard. And I'm getting there. I know there's a lot left to go, but you know, it's cool. It's almost relaxing. I'm sure the subject matter is quite dark. I haven't been looking at my lyrics over here too much, but you know, it's just kind of a contemplative piece, and it's nothing really dark that I have heard, certainly in some of the other Opeth songs. I may not even try to do a lyric analysis, because reading it, I get the vibe, but I don't necessarily know what the story is, and I may just leave it at that this time. I just don't know that I have that much to say. So let's keep listening. I could be, as is often the case, I could be completely wrong, and the song could take a turn, and then it gets way heavier and more intricate and all that, and you know, whatever. Not a lot of crazy transitions in this song either, you know? It's like I kind of can just groove to this, which is rare. Really caught my attention. It's so good. So the question is, do we get a really heavy intro back in to the rest of the song, or does it just sort of do this? Or gently fade into something? 'Cause I'm used to abrupt transitions with Opeth. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. Got some low toms going on now. Barely seen the drummer. Nice backbeat action. Concert footage is so cool. It's like a crazy backbeat vocal thing going on. That's really interesting. The pacing of that as his vocals came back in.
Thank you.
Cool. Totally cool. Let's turn that off. All right. So what strikes me about that song is just how much it didn't do the hard transitions, the Opeth, like, oh my gosh, we're doing something completely different, kind of like jarring moves from movement to movement within the song, if I can call them movements. I mean, there were sections. It's still definitely very proggy. You know, there's a lot of moving around and whatnot. But like, we stayed on a consistent groove for extended periods of time in this song, and that is wild to me. From Opeth, it's not that it was pop music or something like that, but it just that was weird. You know, that's a little on the outside edges of what I would expect from Opeth, and I'm here for it. It was great. I mean, the characteristic kind of thick sound that I appreciate from them is all there. It's just a little different, you know. So I very much enjoyed that. I believe I have another song from this album that is going to be coming up whenever I get to it, and very much looking forward to hearing, like, is this characteristic of the album as a whole, or is this just this one song and this is kind of the outlier? I'm not sure. Growling vocals are awesome. The overall musical progression was really awesome. I enjoyed that. I mean, like, I like musically it's not the same thing, but I like Queens of the Stone Age, like Songs for the Deaf and some of those where it just they kind of like drill on an idea for a long period of time and kind of evolve it slowly as things go on. I like minimalism. I like Steve Reich, and just kind of subtle changes as things move. And so like this was a great joy for me to hear. Um, Overall, totally cool. Can't wait to hear more. Val, thanks again for the donation request. I really, really appreciate you. And again, if you, the viewer, would like to do anything to support the channel, there's a couple of good ways to do that other than liking and commenting and subscribing and all that. There is Paragraph, Buy Me a Coffee, two different platforms. They work two different ways, but they will both allow you to request songs and make sure I actually get to them at some point. And I appreciate each and every one of you who has done that and continues to do that. With all that being said, I'm going to get another one recorded here shortly and released in the next week or so. Appreciate y'all being here, choosing to spend your time here. Until next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.